Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we'll be tackling sample questions from Pandas DataFrame and questions from importing exporting data between CSV and DataFrame for CBSE Class 12 Informatics Practices 2024-25 examination. From this topic, 1 mark, 2 marks, 3 marks and 5 mark questions will be asked. So this video includes questions crafted to help you excel in your exams. Let's dive in. First, 1 mark questions. Which of the following is used to give user-defined row index in DataFrame? How can we give row labels in DataFrame? Which one is used? Which argument is used? We use DataFrame function to create the DataFrame and to pass the row labels. Which argument is used? Index, row, rows, index labels. Which one is used? Index. And to pass column index, which one is used? Columns. Second one, in the following statement, if column roll number already exists in the DataFrame D1, then the assignment statement will dash. So this is the statement D1 of roll number equal to 1, 2, 3. And in the comment, we can see there are only 3 rows in the data frame. See, in the data frame, there are 3 rows, right? So in the column, how many values will be there? 3 values, right? If we have 3 rows in the data frame, in the roll number column, we'll have 3 values. So there must be 3 values in the list. Here we have 3 values, 1, 2, 3. So what will happen here? First one, return error. No, it will not return any error. Replace the already existing values. We already have this roll number column in our data frame D1. So it will replace the value. If the column index is already there, it will replace the value. If it is not there, a new column will be created. So which is the correct answer? Option B, replace the already existing values. Third one, Manish wants to drop the column label age from the data frame student underscore data. Which of the following commands will help him to do this? See, to drop, to delete a column, which one is used? Which function is used? We use drop function. And if it is to delete a column, we need to pass the argument axis equal to 1. So here in the options A, B and D, drop function is used. But what about the axis argument? First one, it is 0. So this code is not correct. In the second one, axis equal to 1, right? To delete a column, we pass the column name. In the question, it is given, it is a column. So axis equal to 1 must be passed. If it is a row, then we can pass axis equal to 0. Or if we don't pass anything, by default, the value of axis argument is 0. So it is okay. Here it is a column. As it is a column, we have to pass axis equal to 1. So student underscore data dot drop, then age comma axis equal to 1. Option B is the right answer. Fourth one, the marketing department of XYZ Corporation has created the following data frame to store data about products and their sales. So this is a data frame created. Which of the following Python statements returns only the rows where units sold is greater than 150? So out of this code, which one will return only the rows where units sold is greater than 150? Here, which are the different columns? We have created this data frame from dictionary of list. It is a dictionary of list. So here, which are the keys? Product, unit sold and price. These are the keys of the dictionary and this will be the column in the data frame. So we have 3 columns, right? Now, which are the different rows here? Row index will be 0, 1, 2. See, in each list we have 3 values, so 3 rows will be there. And as it is dictionary of list and we are not explicitly passing the row label. So it will be 0, 1, 2. And now how to retrieve the rows where unit sold is greater than 150? So it is from the data frame df. First it must be print df. In all the option it is print df. Then we have to pass the condition inside the square bracket. See here in the second option it is not passed inside square bracket. In the third option the condition is different. And in the last one also this will fetch different types of values, so we cannot compare it with 150. So which is the correct option? Option A. See the first one df. That is the name of the data frame. Then in the square bracket, the condition df of units sold. This will retrieve the records from the data frame where in the column units sold, the value is greater than 150. So the correct option is A. This will return the rows where units sold is greater than 150. Now next one, the following code create a data frame name D1 with dash rows. See here we have created a data and passed the data to data frame. Which type of data it is? You can see it is a list. See, it is square bracket list. Now what about the elements in the list? They are dictionaries. So it is list of dictionaries. right? Now when we create a data frame by passing list of dictionary, how many columns will be there? Here they have asked for rows, but how many columns will be there? The number of different keys in the dictionary. How many are there? A, B, C, 3. Now how many rows will be there? The number of dictionaries. Here we have 2 dictionaries, so 2 rows. Answer is option C, 2. Next one. We can create data frame from dash. Option A, numpy arrays. B, a list of dictionaries. C, dictionary of list. D, all of the above. Answer is option D, all of the above. Next one. Which of the following statements is used to rename a column in a pandas data frame? Which function is used to rename? We use rename function. To change the column or row name, we use rename function. Now what has to be passed? As it is a column, we have to pass columns as the argument, right? So here in all the options we have rename. In the second option we don't have columns attribute. Third one again columns. Fourth one it is column, not column, so it is not correct. So from A and C, which is the correct one? And what about the value of this column attribute? It must be a dictionary. In rename function, for columns attribute, the value must be a dictionary with keys as the old name of the columns and values as the new names of the columns, right? So in the first and third, for the third one, it is a tuple, not a dictionary. So that is not the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. df.rename columns equal old name colon new name. Next, CSV stands for dash. CSV stands for comma separated values. Option A. Ninth one. Which of the following is not an argument of read underscore CSV method? What is read underscore CSV? It's a pandas function used to read the data from CSV to data frame. We can create a data frame by passing the data from a CSV file. So which are the different arguments of read underscore CSV function? Sep is an argument, names is also an argument, header is an argument, but sort is not an argument of read underscore CSV. So the right answer is option D, sort. Now by default, read underscore CSV considers the first column of the file as part of the data. Which argument will you use to specify a particular column to be used as the index of the data frame? Which argument we can specify so that the column can be used as the index of the data frame? We use index underscore call. To specify a particular column as the row labels, we use index underscore call. Next is assertion and reasoning type questions. So here you will have 4 different options. First one is both assertion and reason are true and the reason is a correct explanation of assertion. Second option, both assertion and reason are true but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Third one, assertion is true but reason is false. Fourth one, assertion is false but reason is true. First one, see here the assertion statement is we can add a new column in an existing data frame. Reason is data frames are size mutable. So the first one, is it true or false? We can add a new column in an existing data frame. Can we add? Yes, we can add a new column. Now reason, data frames are size mutable. Is it true or false? True, right? Data frames are size mutable. We can change the size of the data frame. So here, this is a correct option. A and R are true. So if in both A and B, A and R are true. And in the first one, R is the correct explanation of assertion A. So data frames are size mutable. That's why we are able to add a new column in an existing data frame. So which is the correct answer? Option A. Assertion, both assertion and reason are true and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Second one, data frame has both row and column index. Is it true? Yes. Data frame has both row and column index. Second one, a data frame is two-dimensional labeled data structure. Is it true? Yes, it is two-dimensional label data structure. So which one is correct? Data frame has both row and column index because it is a two-dimensional label data structure, right? So the first one, both assertion and reason are true. The reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Next, 2-mark question. What is the difference between series and data frame? What is the difference? What is the difference? Series, one-dimensional, data frame, two-dimensional. Series, homogeneous data type. Here, data frame, heterogeneous data type. Series is size immutable. Data frame is size mutable. We can change the size of the data frame. We can add new columns and rows. Next, a man is writing a Python program to create a data frame using a dictionary of lists. However, his code contains some mistakes. Identify the errors. So here this is the code. import panda as PD, then data is given. This is a dictionary of list. Next is a data frame is created, right? Here in the first line, is there any error? Yeah, it must be pandas. It is not panda, it is pandas. Now in the second statement, for creating the data, product, it is a list of dictionary, key, value, key, value. Here you can see price. That must be a number, not a string. So this is a logical error. Now df equal to pd.dataframe. Here, how to write the data frame? This case sensitive, this d and f must be in capital letter. That is the data frame function. Data frame. So this is the third error. Now for creating the data frame, what we have to pass? We have to pass the data, not the df. df is our newly created data frame. We have to pass data. So these are the 4 errors. Here it must be pandas. Here it is integer. Here data frame function d and f must be in capital letter and we have to pass data. Next, complete the given Python code to create a data frame representing a library's book collection. Add a new column for the genre and retrieve the book titles along with their genres and filter books with more than 500 pages. So pandas is imported. Data is created by passing dictionary of list, right? Now data frame is created. What we have to do? We have to add a new column genre. So how many values will be there? We know we have to give a list as the value. How many values will be there in the list? Here it is created by using dictionary of list. And in the list, how many are there? See, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means we have 4 rows, right? So here 4 values must be there. Inside the list, 4 values. You can just give 4 values here. Like this, 4 values can be given. So 4 values must be given inside the list. Now next is retrieve titles and their genres. So here, how to retrieve that? We have to retrieve it as a list. If we want to display more than one column, we have to pass it as a list. Here, there must be a square bracket and inside the square bracket, title, right? Title. Now next, display the data frame with book titles and genres. So here we have created a data frame by passing these 2 columns. See, by displaying these 2 columns, we have created a data frame. That data frame is there stored in book_info. We can just print it. Now, print details of books with more than 500 pages. How to print the details of books with more than 500 pages? What is the name of the data frame? First we have to write the name of the data frame. Right, inside the parenthesis, name of the data frame, that is df. df is the data frame. Then open the square bracket and pass. We need to fetch all the data from the data frame based on this condition. So in the square bracket, pass the condition. What is the condition? With more than 500 pages. Here we have the pages column. See, here we have the pages column. So how to fetch that column? Again df, then in the square bracket, pages. Greater than 500. Enclose it in square bracket. So this is how we fetch the books with more than 500 pages. Next, what will be the output of the following code? Here a data frame is created from a dictionary. X is a dictionary and we have created a data frame from this dictionary of dictionary. See, total sales is a dictionary and the value. Here we have one key value pair, the value is another dictionary and it is passed to a data frame. That means data frame is created from dictionary of dictionary. Here what will be the output? Which is the column here? Which is the column? This is a main dictionary. Total sales is the main dictionary. The key will be the column. Right, here what is the key? Sales. Sales is the key. Okay. Now what about the row labels? Row labels are the keys of the inner dictionary. Which is the inner dictionary? X. Which are the keys? A, B, C, D. At A we have 50. That is the value, right? At B we have 80. At C we have 30. At D we have 18. This is the data frame. What is this data frame or series? This is a data frame. We can see the column label and row labels. So this is the output. Next, carefully observe the following code and answer the questions below. Here a list is created. It is a nested list of list. Now a data frame is created from the nested list. Display the row and column labels of a data frame. How to display the row and column labels? We use data frame attributes, right, to display row and columns. Here the name is df. So we can write print df. Which attribute is used to print the row labels? Index. Index attribute is used. Now what about column labels? Which attribute is used? Print df dot columns. For column labels we use columns attribute df dot columns. Now here write the syntax for displaying number of elements and dimension of the above data frame. How to print the number of elements, total number of elements in the data frame? We have the attribute size. So print df dot size. To display the total number of elements, we can write print df dot size. Size attribute is used. Next is dimension. We use the attribute ndim. Df dot ndim to display the dimension. Always the value will be 2. Next, complete the given Python code to create a data frame representing a company's project details. Add a new column for the project manager and retrieve the project names along with their managers. Filter projects with budget exceeding 10 lakhs. So here the data is created, that is dictionary of list, and data frame is created from that. Next, add a new column for the project manager, df of manager, right? This is how we add a new column, df, then in the square bracket the column name equal to how many values must be there in the list? See, project manager will be the new column. So how many rows are there here? 4. In the list we can see 4 elements. That means 4 rows are there. Here you have to give 4 names. I'm just giving A, B, C, D as the names. So 4 values must be there. Now retrieve project names and their managers. So managed is already here. How to retrieve 2 columns? By passing it as a list. And manager. Now next, display the data frame with project names and managers. So we can just display this. Next, details of project with a budget exceeding 10 lakhs. So how to display this? The name of the data frame is df, right? Our main data frame is df. So df, then in the square bracket we have to pass the condition df, then in the square bracket budget. The column name is budget. Now what is the condition? Budget exceeding 10 lakhs. So greater than 10 lakhs. It is there inside square bracket. So here. That is df, then in the square bracket df of budget. Here it must be single quote. Okay, greater than 10,000 in the square bracket. Next, write a Python program to create the following data frame students using a dictionary of series. So here we have to create the data frame by passing dictionary of series. So here, when we create a data frame by passing dictionary of series, what about the columns of the data frame? The keys of the dictionaries will be the columns of the data frame. And what about the row labels? The index of the series will be the row labels. Here how many series has to be there? We should have 3 series, right? One for name, one for age, and one for score. And as these are our column labels, this must be the keys of the dictionary. So first we will create these 3 series. So first one is names equal pd dot series, then pass the data as a list. First one is Alice, then Bob, Charlie, David, Emma. This is the value. And what about the index of the series? That is the row label. So it is S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. Now close this. So this is the first series. Which is the second one? Age. Equal. I'll just copy paste here. Here we have to change the values, right? Here we have to change the values, right? Which are the values? 20, 22, 21, 23. 20, 22, 23, 21. 21, 23, 20. 21, 23, 20. These are the values of age. Next, score. The last one is score. Score. PD.series. First the values. They are 85, 90, 88. 85, 90, 88, 92, 95. 92, 95. So these are the three series. Now we have to create the data frame, right? So data frame DF. What is the name of the data frame? Following data frames. Students. It's a dictionary. It must be a dictionary of series. So for dictionary we have dictionary bracket. Now what about the keys of the dictionary? Keys of the dictionaries are the column labels. Here the column in the data frame column labels are name, age, score. So the first one is name, first key, then the value. That is the series name. Second key is age, value is the series age. Third is the key score, value is the series score. Sorry, this is our data. I'll just give the name as data. Now when we pass this data to a data frame function, the data frame will be created. That is students equal pd dot data frame. Then we pass data. Print students. See, the data frame is created. See, this is how we create the data frame. Now write the Python statement to write each row labels and number of values in the row labels. So how to print the row labels and the number of values? We have count function, right? So the name of the data frame is students dot count. If we want row wise count, what has to be passed? 1 has to be passed. Now we will get the row wise count. Row label S1 3, S2 3, S3, S4, S5 3. This is what. If you want column wise count, how to print column wise count? We have to pass 0. Next, write a Python program to create following data frame students using a list of dictionaries. Here we have to create it by passing a list of dictionaries. What is list of dictionary? It is a list and each element in the list must be in the form of a dictionary. So what will be the keys of the dictionary? Keys of the dictionaries, they are the column labels. First we need to import pandas spd. After that I'll create the data. Data is a list, and inside the list we'll have different dictionaries, right? How many dictionaries will be there? We have 5 different rows here, so 5 different dictionaries. Now inside the dictionary, what is the key value per inside the dictionary? What will be the key value per inside the first dictionary? Name Arjun, subject science, marks 85, right? This is the first dictionary. Now in the second dictionary, which are the key value pairs? Same keys, name, subject and marks. The values will be different. In the second one, same keys, name, subject, marks. Name, subject, marks. Now what about the values? For name it is Meera. For subject, math. And marks 92. Now in the third dictionary, again same keys, name, subject and mark. The values are, for name it is for name it is Rahul. For subject it is English. And for mark it is 78. Now next dictionary, here name Neha, subject history and marks 88. This is how we create data frame, by passing list of dictionaries. Now in the last dictionary, again same keys, name, subject, marks. Here a quote is missing. See here, here and here. Yeah, now it's fine. Now subject is math and mark 95. Now we created the data. Next, pass the data to a data frame function. So students equal pd dot data frame, then pass data. Now this data frame will be created. Okay, data D must be in capital letter as it is case sensitive. Now write the output of the below code based on the above data frame, students. What is the output of this? Here it is students.ilog 1, 3. Then we have a condition here. Students of marks greater than 90. So from this ilog will fetch the rows. Ilog 1, 3 means the first and the rows with index 1 and 3 will be fetched. That is 1 Meera math, 3 Neha history. And from this, based on the condition, the records will be fetched. So what is the condition? Marks. Students of marks greater than 90. So with row index 1 and row index 3, which one satisfies the condition? 1, right? So only this will be returned. That is name, subject, marks. Here name, subject, marks. What will be the output of this? Name, subject, marks and the record at index 1. Next, suppose a data frame contains information about student having columns. Okay, write a code for adding one more column as P. Take DF as a data frame. Okay. This is a data frame and we have to write the code to add one more column. How to add a column? If the name of the data frame is DF, then in the square bracket the column name. What is column name? Phi equal to values. So how many values will be there? 2 values, right? Give 2 values. What will happen? A new column Phi will be added and the values will be 1000 and 2000. Now write the code to transpose the data frame. Transpose, that's an attribute of the data frame, right? The columns will be the rows and the rows will be the columns. So here, what is the code? Print df dot t to create a transpose. Now, next, write the code to delete column Phi from the data frame. To delete a column, we use column or row, we use the function drop. That is data frame name dot drop. Then open the bracket. We have to pass the column name Phi. Now, this is a column, so we need to pass what? The argument axis. Right, and what will be the value? 1. Now, to delete from the original data frame, what has to be passed? In place equal to true. This is how we delete a column from a data frame. Next, given a data frame, name sales of different products in different regions. This is a data frame. Write the code to export the data frame to a CSV file and name it as sales.csv. So what is the code for that? We use to_CSV to export the data frame to CSV file, right? So what is the name of the data frame here? Sales. Sales.to_CSV. Now what must be the name of the data CSV file? That is also sales. Sales.csv. Here we have to pass the location, name and location of the file. Location is not specified. We can just pass the name of the files so that in the same location it will be created. Predict the output of the following Python statement. Print sales, then 1 colon. When we pass the slice inside the square bracket, what will be displayed? The rows will be displayed, right? Starting from the index 1 here. From here it will be displayed starting from index 1. And here the end value is not specified. So it will go till the end of the data frame. So how it will be created? How the data frame will be created? What will be printed? The data frame without which index? 0th index. This will be the output. 1, 2, 3, 4 and the data. Next, write the code to display the column product and sales. So from here, if we want to display only the column product and sales, how to display? We have to pass it inside the square bracket. That is print, then open the parenthesis. What is the name of the data frame? Sales. Now open the square bracket. What has to be passed inside the square bracket? The column names as a list. So which are the different column? Product and sales. First product. Column names inside quotes. Product. Then comma sales. This is how we print or display the columns. If we want to display or access more than one column, we have to pass it as a list. Next, rename the column name sales to revenue. How to rename? Which function is used? Rename function. So sales dot rename, then open the bracket. Now we have to rename a column here, right? So for column, which is the argument? Columns. For rows it is index and for column it is columns. Equal to, and what is the value of columns? It is a dictionary. And what about the keys and values of the dictionary keys? The old names. Which is the old name? Sales. Sales. Now which is a new name? Revenue. Now to change the original data frame, we have to pass in place equal to true. This is how we rename a column. Next, delete the column region from the data frame. Here we need to delete a column. So which function is used? Drop, right? Sales dot drop. Then pass the column name, that is region. Now here it is a column, so what has to be passed? Axis equal to 1. Now to delete from the original data frame, it is in place equal to true. Next 5 mark question. Mrs. Meeda, a data analyst, has designed a data frame DF that contain data about marks obtained by students in different subjects. Answer the following questions. So this is a data frame. Write the Python code to insert one more column total with the total marks of each student. So how to do that? To insert a new column, the name of the data frame. If DF is the name of the data frame. So DF, then in the bracket, square bracket, column name equal to. Now what must be the value of this column? It must be the total of these 3 columns, right? So how to fetch these 3 columns? DF of first one, accountancy plus DF of economics plus DF of IP. We can add the values in the column. DF of accountancy plus DF of economics plus DF, then in the square bracket IP. Now a new column total will be added in this data frame. And what will be the value? The value will be the total of these three. In the first one, it is 92 plus 82 plus 72. What is the value? That will be the value of the first row for the column total. Then second and third. Next, write Python statement to display the IP marks of Karen and Arun. So how to fetch a subset of the data frame? We can use log. We can use log to fetch a subset of the data frame. That is print df dot log. When we use log, we have to use the labels, row and column labels. First it must be row. So which row? Of Karen and Arun. So that is this two. The index Karen column Arun. First it must be row, then comma column. Which column? IP mark. Right. So the column is IP. This is how we fetch a subset from the data frame. Next is display the marks of Arun. To display a row, we use log. Either we can use log or ilog. That is print df dot log. Then pass the row index, which is Arun. Here also you close the parenthesis of print. Now next, write the code to insert the data of Alan with marks 67, 65 and 59. Insert the data of Alan. What we have to insert here, a column or a row? A row, right? With the value 67, 65 and 59. So how to insert a row? df dot log. Then pass the row index. What is the row index here? Alan. Equal to the values as a list 67, 65 and 59. Here we consider the original data frame. Okay. Not the one with total, the original, the first one. Next is predict the output of the following Python statement. Print df of IP minus 10. So vector operation is possible in data frame. For df of IP will fetch which column? This column. df of IP. Now minus 10. Operation will take place with each value in the column IP. So what will be the value? This will return a series, right? At index Ayush will have what? The value 72. So 72 minus 10 is 62. Now next is Karen. We have, what is the value here? It is 87. 87 minus 10, 77. Next is third one. What is the value here? 97 minus 10, 87. This will be returned in the form of a series. So we'll have data type also. The type is int 64.
Thank you for watching. I hope these sample questions help you well prepared for your CBSE Class 12 Informatics Practices exams.